that played are getting better that are here. The more that the players are here, the better they're getting, the faster. Okay? They're improving faster the more that they're here. So the players that are here 2 days a week are improving twice as fast as the players that are here 1 day a week. The players that are here 3 days a week are improving more than anybody else that walks through this door, hands down, not even close. And then on top of that, the players that are practicing 3 days a week, playing in tournaments on Saturday and playing in leagues, they are blowing. I mean, it's amazing to watch other players come in here that were just stomping us 6 months ago, 2 months ago, and now we're rolling them. And they're getting off the court. We had probably 3 or 4 teams that didn't even shake our team's hands because they thought they were going to beat us so bad. And then we beat them. They didn't even shake our hands. They just walked off the court. I mean, the arrogance and the pride that were for some of these people, they don't know. They don't know the work that we're doing. And here's my point that I'm going to say is, our guys, besides Coach and Toy, who won the tournament, they did everything they were supposed to do and more. Everybody from Reagan being 12 to Jackson, we lost games not because of our skills, not because of our athleticism, but it was because of mental. And we talked about this 2 weeks ago. And the deal is, this is what we're going to talk about today. So pay attention to this. If you do, it can change your life dramatically right now. Okay? There was a study done some years ago, and what they did is they took 3 groups. Okay? Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. Group 1 practiced shooting free throws for 30 minutes. So they all went to the gym, they stood on the free throw line, and they shot free throws for 30 minutes. Okay? That's Group 1. They shot. Group 2 did nothing. Okay? Group 2 did nothing. They just chilled for 30 minutes, right? While Group 1 went and shot free throws, Group 2 did nothing. You guys following me? Group 3, instead of shooting free throws, instead of doing nothing, they sat down, they closed their eyes, and they imagined shooting free throws. Kavika, you following me? Group 3 just imagined shooting free throws and making them. Okay? So I'm just going to write a big I for imagine. They imagined shooting free throws. Okay? After 30 days of doing this, and this study has been done multiple times with multiple sports. I actually did this study in a sports psychology class when I was in college. My class did this study. And in this study, they found that the group that shot free throws, they shot them, got better at 24%. So when they tested the group again, they got better 24%. They were 24% better. Okay? You guys following me? Group 2, they didn't improve at all. They got 0% better. So if they were making 50% at the end of 30 days, they made 50% again. Okay? Here's the amazing thing. Group 3, that did not actually physically touch a basketball and shoot free throws, just imagined holding the ball, shooting the free throw, swishing through the net. They imagined that for 30 minutes. What do you think they got better at?
45%. 60.
We wish. 23%. 23%. Now I'm telling you, I did this with my class in sports psychology, and the results came out about the same. So my point is, they've done this with darts, throwing darts. They've done this study with hitting golf balls. Now here's my point. after Saturday and Sunday's tournament, we had the ability to win more games. We should have won the game. But if we can imagine something and it happened, like we get better by imagining. Okay, we're gonna make this real simple. I'm standing at the service line and it's game point. 20-19. We got the ball, but they're up by 1, game point. And I go up there and I go, better not mess up. Quick, real quick, image of me hitting the ball into the net or out the back service line flies through my head. Everybody follow? Everybody's done that, right? You go back, okay, the pressure's on, game point, I get the ball in, we might win, I hit it out, we lose. Okay, don't hit it out, boom, right in the middle of the net. Anybody ever done that? Mm-hmm. Yes? No? Yes. Everybody's shaking their head. So here's the thing. So when we imagine something, it's creating a reality. And on Saturday and Sunday in the tournament, that's basically what was going on. We had the opportunity, we were in the position to win, and too many times we stepped up to the line and blew it. And it wasn't because of skill. It wasn't because of ability. I believe that as a group, we are imagining the wrong things. And it's hard. And it's hard because the world that we live in is more negative than it is positive. Now, here's the deal. We have to train our mind to see a positive outcome. I'm telling you guys, before we came up here, I had a conversation with somebody. I had a meeting with somebody on the phone from California. And before that meeting, I had an image in my mind about stuff they were going to be saying, and it wasn't positive. And I said, stop. How do I want this to go? And then I started imagining him say, yeah, okay, that's great. Yeah, this is good. Instead of, no, this ain't going to work out. Not so good. And sure enough, after changing my consciousness, changing that audible that was going back and forth in my mind, the conversation was much different. Now he might have picked up on that, or it might have changed the vibrations in me that I'm talking to him different, but the conversation went well. Now I'll tell you guys something to give you a demonstration of this. Has anybody here skied? Raise your hand if you've skied. Raise your hand if you've skied. If you ski all the way up to the people that do the black diamonds and they go, all the way through, they will tell you to not focus on the trees. That when you're going through the path, you need to focus on the trail and the white snow. You guys understand that? Why is that? Because if we're sitting there focusing, don't hit a tree, what's going to probably happen? Smack a tree, right? Wrap around a tree. So that's why, when they tell you if you jump on snowboarding, skiing, whatever, they're going to say, focus on the path, focus on the trail. And that's the same thing with the free throws. Same thing with serving. Same thing with passing. Same thing with setting. And how many times do we make a set in a game and get called on it and we can't shake it off? Then from then on out, we're trying to bump pass, we're passing, we're setting short, we're setting high, we're setting off, because we're trying to be conscious, and then we're replaying that set that we made that was the double or a lift. You guys know what I'm talking about? So here's an easy cheat code. This is how easy. This goes back to God created us in his image. God gave us the ability to create reality out of our mind, out of our imagination. The studies show it. If you can understand and put into use what I just said, you can do anything. Why everybody else is on average and you're flying high, soaring above everybody else, and people go, what the heck? Everything that person touches turns to gold. and you're just using what God gave us to use, but so many people use it in a negative way. And I know this is hard for some of you to understand, but for the older kids, the older players, older adults, we know this is true if we're conscious of it or not. Now, you younger kids, if you can put this into effect now, the sky's the limit. Write down on your goal. Start seeing it. It's that simple. Now let that soak in, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more how to do it on Thursday. Okay? Anybody have any questions? Coach? Coach? Big dog? Coach?
No practice on Sunday.
No practice on Sunday. Let's break it down. Jackson?
Play 4 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Play 4.